Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to today's video. My name is Claire and today we are going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me video using some new favorite makeup products. And also I have taken the past couple of weeks, really like the last month, off of filming a lot of YouTube videos, and not intentionally. I have just been so busy, and so I kind of wanted to talk about that and just life in general and some new makeup products. For some examples of what we're going to be using today, I got so excited because my new Jacqueline Cosmetics blush palette came in the mail this week. It's just so beautiful. I got one of her lippies. I have some other things that were in my Ipsy box, and my friend gave me some of her BoxyCharm box goodies, and so we just are wanting to create something just really fun today. And I have not done makeup in a minute, so we are going to do that and just talk. Also, I want to disclose that my neighborhood cuts their grass more than any neighborhood in the world. I feel like there is constantly 24/7 somebody around us cutting grass, so I want to apologize if you hear a lawnmower throughout this video. Also, my dog always chooses to eat her food and drink her water while I film. I don't know what the deal is with that, whether I'm vlogging or not. She just does that. But we're gonna go ahead and dive right in with some primer. Where is my primer? I'm gonna use an old classic because today I want to do like a summery dewy look. We're gonna be using the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. This stuff is just so good. You can see I have like used almost all of it. I will be buying more, and I want to create something like summery and dewy. It's getting a little clumpy because I've had this since like probably March, I would say, maybe a little bit longer. I just really apply this all over my face. It gives you just a pretty golden glow. And the foundation I'm going to be using today is truly one of my current favorite things that I own. I'm going to film a current favorites video after this, and that will definitely be in there. The foundation is the best skin ever from Sephora. I heard so much hype about this for months, and a lot of it was sponsored videos. This is obviously not sponsored. If Sephora wants to sponsor me, I will gladly accept, but I will say this stuff did live up to the hype that everyone talks about. I got it in the shade 22N. I probably could go a little bit lighter, but if you're wanting like a going out and about makeup or foundation, but you don't want anything like super cakey and heavy, I would definitely recommend trying this out because I feel like it's just the perfect summer foundation, or really like all year. So it's like a solid medium coverage. You can kind of see it is like this subtly dewy foundation. It's so good for summer, and it has honestly been my everyday foundation whenever I do leave my house or have any activities going on, which has not been a lot lately, and I'll kind of tell you why. Y'all, okay, so you know me, you know when I go through a phase of liking something, I go like full throttle. Like I went through a phase of wanting to paint, so I went to Hobby Lobby and spent $100 on painting supplies, or I went through a phase of wanting to learn everything about the stock market, which I still do. I went and bought books, and then I went through a phase of baking bread. I baked like 3 kinds of bread a day for like a month, or like just baking anything, cooking anything. I go through these phases where I go like really hard into something, and a lot of the time it'll be for a short period of time. But I will say the phase that I'm in right now has been the longest phase of anything. It's been over 6 months that I have been doing this, and it has been a gym phase. But I will say the past like 2 months I have been going a lot harder than I did for the first 4 months out of the year. So in January I made this vow that I was going to go to the gym 25 times a month, every single month for the whole year. I saw a TikTok where this girl did it and documented it. I'm not really documenting it, but I took it like super seriously, like from January to April, like noted down every day. But May and June, I will say I have not had to document it because I have been wanting to go every day. Sometimes I go twice a day because it has just become that addicting to me, and in a good way, not in an unhealthy way. And I talked about it in my last vlog if you did watch. And I have just really gotten out of that rut that I was in most of last year. I feel like a lot of people related to that. A lot of people were in a rut last year. I definitely was. I can speak to that. I was super, honestly, I was kind of like depressed. I have been depressed before, maybe not the worst I've ever been, but I was definitely sad. I felt like my life was just at a pause. I just had to take a little break to take my dog outside. She is such a mess. But anyway, so last year I will say I was in like a kind of a very bad slump. Even to like the beginning of this year, I just was not feeling myself. I wasn't happy with like how my life was going. I felt like my life was at a pause. I know a lot of people can relate to that because 2020 was just the worst. But I will say this year, I wanted to find something that I could do where I wasn't like wasting money. Like sometimes I'll just spend money and it'll make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like I very much obviously like to shop. If you watch my recent yard sale, I'll talk about that too in a little bit. But I was looking for something that would bring me joy, that wasn't costing me really any money, and that wasn't like damaging in any way, I guess. I don't know. And I have found this like just obsession with going to the gym and lifting weights too. And that is something that I used to kind of like do consistently, and I've always loved the gym. I love working out, but lately I have gotten like so much stronger because I'm focusing on going to the gym as not to lose weight and not as a negative thing, but as a positive thing. Like I look forward to seeing my same little group of people every day, even though we may not really talk, but seeing just, it's just like kind of like a community that I have found that I have just come to love. And I love it. I go to Planet Fitness. I go every single day. A lot of the time I honestly do go twice a day, and normally the second time is just for like cardio to get all my steps in. I've been very focused. I've been trying to just get healthier mentally and physically at the same time. But I will say, if you are going through a similar slump to where you just feel like nothing is making you happy, try going to the gym. At first it's gonna kind of feel like a chore, but after a while, like it may take like 2 months, it'll start becoming like something you look forward to. Another reason why I haven't been filming as much, because I could film like in the morning and I could film, you know, in the afternoon, but a lot of the time, if you watch my vlogs, I'm just really going to the gym all the time. When I'm not working, I'm at the gym, or either people are at my house on the weekends, like my family, and so I only like to film when nobody's home. So it kind of makes it difficult. And when I say that I've been lifting weights, I don't mean like any kind of professional setting whatsoever. Like I'm doing like a lot of machine work and a lot of like kettlebells and dumbbells. I would love to like actually learn how to properly lift weights. That would be like an actual goal of mine. I feel like that's going to be my next goal. I've also been mastering the Stairmaster. That's been another thing I've been working on, like just like a combination of like cardio and weights. I'm trying to really just find my vibe, and I cannot wait to get to Birmingham because I will be finding a boxing class because I miss boxing so much. Ideally, I would love to get like a personal trainer, you know, where you're like one-on-one in the ring, and like I want to learn how to fight. I do have very bad gym anxiety, so if you have that too, don't worry, I'm there with you. And so sometimes I do get like very intimidated by other people, especially like the really fit girls and stuff, but then I've learned everybody is just here to work on themselves, and if they judge, then that says more about them than me, and everybody at my gym seems pretty nice. But besides the gym, I've honestly just been working. You know, I work for Shipped. I'm a digital merchandiser, and hopefully we are going back into the office in the fall. So to kind of recap, I worked for Victoria's Secret Pink right out of college up until last July. I worked there for a solid year, and then I lost my job due to company cutbacks, and I immediately got a job with Shipped as a digital merchandiser, and I love it. So the team that I'm on the digital merchandising team, I help work for Target. So it's so fun getting to actually like do digital merchandising for like a branch of Target delivery. It's super fun. It's very like a creative job, and I really do love it, and I'm so excited to get to go to the office. Actually tomorrow I'm going up to Birmingham. I went to Birmingham for really the first real time a couple weeks ago, and I stayed with a friend, and I got to kind of see the city a little bit because I will be moving there, and I'm going again tomorrow, and I will be there for a couple of days, and I'm so excited because I would love to just keep spending more time in Birmingham before I move. I need to get back to the apartment shopping. I'm literally just ranting right now. But so one thing I have noticed with looking at apartments is that I looked at apartments like a couple months ago, and there were so many available, and right now the housing market, apartment market, I don't really know, is kind of popping off, going a little bit crazy. So a lot of those apartments that I had saved and like shown interest in are no longer available for the dates that I want them to be available. Even I toured an apartment like 3 weeks ago when I was at Birmingham, and then I called like a week later to just ask like for an update, and they were like, oh, that one's no longer available, and I'm like, what? We just looked at that like last week. I'm hoping this weekend when I go to Birmingham I will see like more of the areas and kind of just get a feel, but I feel like when I actually am picking my apartment out, I'm gonna have to wait until pretty close to the date of when I'm gonna be moving, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna be moving like early October, possibly late September. That's just the vibe that I'm getting, and I feel like that's just gonna be when it is. It's one of those things where I've thought about moving a little bit sooner because I do have friends up there, but I don't want to like waste money to just work from my apartment, you know what I'm saying, and do like basically what I'm doing now, just somewhere else, and my dog won't be there, and I just feel like I should take advantage of saving money and living with my family for a little bit longer, even though I am ready for my life to kind of start back. But I'm telling y'all, my life felt like it was on pause last year, but since I started going to the gym every day, it has just brought me so much joy. I've been thinking of like other things to kind of share with y'all, like any updates. I'm actually, I was supposed to be in Los Angeles this week. I was actually supposed to be there for like 5 days, and some stuff came up, so I had to cancel my trip. But honestly, I was thinking about it, and that's okay because I need to be saving money, like as much money as possible. And I saw this TikTok. I keep referring to TikTok, but TikTok has honestly like educated me so much on so many random things. It has been definitely the biggest contributor to all of the interests that I've had, like stock market, bread baking, cooking, gym, everything. But it also talked about this thing the other day called like a money diet, where this girl took like a month or two, and she only spent money on her necessities, and all of her other money she put in her savings or invested, and it like kind of got her caught up and got her a little bit ahead. And so I feel like that's what I'm gonna try and do, really honestly, probably until I move, like not really spend money on clothes and just save as much as I possibly can. Also, another new makeup product that I got is this Revolution Beauty Soap Brow. Everybody's been talking about it. I have found it's a little difficult to use when you have on like a actual brow pencil. Like you can see it's kind of like brown in here, and it's very rough, but I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So it comes with this little brush. Sometimes I use the spoolie. I don't think I do it right though. And I don't think I have enough brow hair. Like I wish I had bigger, bushier brows. I want to have light pink eyeshadow for some reason, but I don't really feel like doing my makeup like crazy. I kind of want it to look natural. So we're gonna see like what we can do about that. I'm gonna go in with the Kylie Cosmetics. This is her Valentine's palette from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I love this palette. I've used it so much. Just gonna go in this light pink shade right here. I think it's called February. I love this palette, and I don't know why. I love all of her eyeshadow palettes, honestly. I'm gonna kind of apply this all to my, oh, that's a lot brighter pink than I thought. We might have to lighten that up a little bit. I'm just gonna apply this everywhere. But I mentioned this earlier, I think in this video, about my yard sale. So I had a yard sale last weekend, and it was super successful, guys. I haven't really talked about it anywhere, but I still have people wanting to buy the rest of my stuff, and I just have not decided for sure what I'm gonna do with it. I have people, like friends I know, like on either Instagram or friends around here that want to buy it, and so I'm trying to decide exactly how I'm gonna go about doing it. I sold, I would say like 60-70% of the stuff I have had out. I still have a couple things left, but I'm again trying to figure it out. But what I'm trying to get at is I had some people asking me for tips on how to have a yard sale like that, because if you guys know, I'm a big yard sale gal. Like I have one typically every year. I did not have one last year because of COVID, and I was in Ohio half the year, well not half the year, but like we moved and it was just crazy. So with that, I had a lot more clothes to sell this time, but normally I do these every year. And I mentioned like I love to shop, I love buying things, but I cannot keep buying things if I keep not getting rid of things. So that's what I decided I had to do. I'm gonna lighten it with the shade of Princess right here. It's just a super tan neutral around the edges. We're just gonna see how this plays out. I don't really know what to expect. I want to try and get rid of like a lot of this pink and just make the pink like kind of subtle, because it's a lot brighter than I thought, and I think it's because I used the P. Louise base under it, and that stuff really is a lot more pigmented. It makes your eyeshadows just look a lot more pigmented in my opinion. So guys, a side hustle I think that I could honestly do pretty well is throw yard sales for people, like straight up, like come to your home, help you clean out your closet, help you advertise, help you plan the yard sale, help you come up with the prices, and just declutter everything, like not just clothes, but like everything in your house. And I will set up your yard sale for you. I will, again, advertise. We will get everyone there. I will do it all. Honestly, I think that like that's obviously like not a real plan that I have currently because it's so much work, but I feel like that is something that I honestly could do, and I could do it pretty well. Because just alone like responding to like Facebook messages and all of that to like kind of explain like what you're selling is a whole full-time job. So yeah, I really would like to help people with that. So if you want to see a video on how to throw a successful yard sale and make lots and lots of moolah, let me know. I just buffed that same kind of situation out on the other side, and I want to create kind of like a little smoky wing. So we're going to go in the shade Admirer. It's this like purple toned brown over here, and I'm going to wing it out. And I'm just kind of creating a wing with this super tiny brush. This is more of like a chit chat video rather than like a tutorial. I went ahead and added some liquid black liner to the sides, just kind of short and up, and then I put on eyeliner on my waterline, and I'm trying a new kind actually. This is from my Ipsy box. Amazing that they sent this Fenty Beauty eyeliner, and it went on like super creamy, so we'll see how it stays. It's my first time using it. And we are gonna add lashes and mascara today, and I think I'm actually gonna go back over the pink with like a shimmery color. I'm actually gonna go into this Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. It's like super shimmery, so you can't really see it. This is in the shade Ladybird. It's really pretty. I just want to be like a little bit more sparkly, but since there is like a hot pink under it, it's not like super, it's like super sheer. It's a super sheer glitter. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing over here. It's like kind of going everywhere, and it's not the look I wanted, but since I already went like full on this side, I feel like I need to do it on this side too. Go ahead and apply some mascara, and then we're gonna go in with my wispies, my wispy lashes by Ardell. I need to go ahead and get another pack of these. They're just like my favorite because they're like super subtle, but they still add like a ton of volume for like a naturally kind of look. Also guys, while we're chatting, like I told you about selling things, and also I'm kind of selling, I was gonna sell like most of my stuff from my old apartment. You guys know I had like a super pink themed apartment. However, I'm still trying to decide what I want to do because I loved all that stuff, and we spent like a good bit of money on it, but even though like I could sell it and get some money back, I'm trying to decide like what theme I want to go with. But I think I kind of want to keep it the same but just add a little bit to it. So I do want to get a new couch, and also I had like a lot of like light colors, and I kind of want to go dark, like add like black and more like edgy vibes. This is the Rouge Romance from her Bougie Rouge collection from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I got the Rouge Affair. This is the cool tone palette. It's just so pretty, and I've been wanting a new blush palette for like so long. I just I haven't bought one, so I kind of dabbed into this the other day, but I really like the shade Fantasy. It's like a true like bubblegum pink, but what I've been kind of doing is kind of just like bopping into all of them, like these four specifically. These are a little bit darker, but I'm gonna go in with a super light hand, and it's very pigmented, so like I'm kind of just like lightly tapping into it. Now I feel like my face has come to life. Went ahead and added on my lashes and bottom mascara because I looked a little naked up there, but now I'm gonna go into my favorite Hourglass palette, and we're gonna go into the cool pinky toned shade. What is it called? Dim Light. I just love it. It's just the perfect little subtle highlight glow that I always apply to like my cheekbones, basically everywhere I would add highlight, and then I'll also always work it up to be like under my eye. And to me it just adds like a little angelic glow. You can see like how alive this looks and how almost flat and dead this side looks. Another thing, when I moved, I said I wanted to try out boxing classes, but kind of on top of that, what are some of your favorite kind of workout classes? Because I've never tried like hot Pilates or anything. I've tried yoga once. I wasn't crazy about it, but I don't know, maybe it was just like the day I went. And then also, what else? I've tried cycling. I've never taken like a solo, like a real cycling class, but when I went to Auburn, I took some in the rec center there, and it was like so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. Add a little bit of the Jaclyn Hill Original palette, I'm going to take some of the shade Beam and I'm going to just kind of highlight with that. Lipstick, I'm so excited. I'm going in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip cushion from her Bougie Rouge collection in the shade Last First Kiss. And guys, I wore this the other day. I don't know where my lip liner went. I kind of like to add a lip liner with it, but I wore this the other day and it's so soft and it's like buildable. It's hard to describe. So it goes on and it's kind of like subtle. It's like very like a matte formula, but almost kind of like with a velvet feel. I don't know how to describe it, but it goes on so smoothly. I like the applicator too, because with this, I feel like you can kind of like line your lips as you go with this. And also, my friend gave me this that was in her BoxyCharm box. It is the Beauty Crop Cocoa Gold Hydrating Setting Mist. I personally really like it. It makes you look like, it has little gold specks that aren't too crazy, but super pretty and it smells good. I do want to kind of show you like a little bit closer at the lipstick. It's so soft. It goes on kind of feeling not dry, but you're thinking, oh, this might be dry. Once you smooth it out on your lips, it feels like a lip balm. Honestly, like I can rub my lips together and not worry about like, I don't know, being too like matte feeling, like crusty. But yeah guys, I really just wanted to catch up with y'all in this video. I'm trying to think of anything else important. I really just wanted to talk about like why I've been kind of absent. Literally it's been because like I've been busy. Like I went to Cabo, and since I got back from Cabo, I have just been in the gym like non-stop. And then I've also made like a couple little other trips, but it's been hard like between work and being gone on the weekends. It's like, when do I have time to film unless it's a vlog? So let me know some videos you'd like to film. I am going to film some today that I've been wanting to film for a while. I know whenever I move to Birmingham and I have an apartment and I'm able to like set up a little filming area and I don't have to like break down and like wait for my family to leave, and like I have like a full exclusive ability to film whenever I want, whatever I want, it's gonna be a lot easier. I'm gonna film more cooking videos when I move. I'm gonna film more makeup videos, more like hauls. Yeah, thank you guys for watching and I love y'all so much. Bye guys.